Hi guys, KevLar here, welcome to Tiny Glade, and that was the most chilled introduction I've ever done because this game is the most cozy, chilled game I've ever played, and it's awesome, I love it. So what I'm going to do is just take you through a bit of an introduction as to what the game is. We're not going to go into too much detail because it's not a tutorial, just to give you an idea of what it is before I take you into the build that I've done for my first build. And then we'll do a time lapse of my build at the end. So basically this is a very basic building game. There's nothing else to it. You don't have to collect resources, you don't have to do anything else. All you do is build and be creative. But they've done it so well, it's so beautiful, and the tools are very basic. I'd say it's really easy to understand what you're doing, but you can then be as creative as you want. I'll take you through some of the bits and bobs just so you can see how it works. So basically you've got some menus down here. You've got, standard building that you can create, but then you've got lots of options to adjust the roof, spin it around, do things like that, change the peak of it, pointy, rounded, change the height of the building, put it on stilts. You can change the colors and the textures. And you've got a window tool to add windows, and you can then make, add them together to make bay windows. You can sort of click them to change like the different editions it has on there. There's different styles of windows. So we've got these nice fancy windows here. If you put them down at the floor, you can create a door instead. There's lots of different types of stairs you can do, different types of pathways, and if you run a pathway into a building, you create a door, and you see that little bit pops up there. So as you create things around your building, depending on what's around it, it'll randomly pop up all these different little things. You can click on your door to change the pop-ups, change what's on the door. It's really cool, makes it so basic. You can change the terrain, we can add loads of flowers, we can add trees, we can add a pond. So they're the basics. Now that seems really simple, right? But to actually build a nice building, you need to get more creative with it. Mash things together, put things in different places to how it like interacts with the actual buildings. For example here, rather than a square building, you see I've already like attached that circular one to this one. So if I want to add another building, I can sort of just click it in there, mess around with it a bit. So we want something a bit higher up. So we can do that. So we've added like another layer to this one, but then we want it on stilts coming out this side. There's so much you can do. I mean, that's just a real basic example. But yeah, if you're a regular on the channel, you know that I love building and all the survival games I play. But this just takes it to another level, and it's so chill. Really nice just to sit and mess around. So let's take you to my build and show you what I've done. So for my first build, rather than using my imagination, I thought I would actually build something with a reference. So I've taken my street that I live in and started building some houses. Now the actual area you can build in isn't huge. I've seen people do some amazing builds in here, but I struggled at first to sort of get my head around the scale of everything. As you'll see in the time lapse later, I kind of created something, shrunk it, moved it, and things like that. Anyway, so this is the street. I'm going to show you on Google Maps now, so the street that we're doing. Obviously the houses here look so much nicer than they do in real life, just because of the the art style they're using, and I guess that it's a bit more old-fashioned, isn't it, and really pretty. It's so nice. But yeah, that's the street that we're doing, so the 4 houses in that area there. Now if you look at the bird's eye view, again on Google Maps, and then comparing it to what I've done here, I think I've done quite well, capturing the general layout of the street and the houses and their gardens, etc. So yeah, just to take you a bit closer, show you what we've done. So we've got this house here, so it's a semi-detached house, 2 houses with their gardens, another semi-detached house here with their gardens, a detached house here, their gardens a bit shorter because this sort of big bungalow converted to a 2-story house has sort of got a wider garden there. So this is the basic builds that I've done. As you can see, it's not straightforward because I had to add lots of different buildings together, lots of different shapes to get the shapes that I wanted. Play around with the different styles to get a more of a shed looking building here, and a little shed at the back here. Done all the pathways, etc. And then sort of different things for patios. So yeah, I think it's really nice. Another thing I really like about it is you don't have to be perfect. As you can see, some of these are a bit wonky. It's not perfectly straight, but you don't really notice. It just adds to the charm and the character of the game, so you don't really have to be spot on. Another really nice thing about this is the photo mode. So the photo mode is awesome. You can do so much in here. And one thing I really like actually is a different view you can have. So you can pick this view here, which means you can actually walk around your houses and your buildings. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Like if you've built a really nice castle, you can wander around, check it all out. So yeah, let's have a quick wander around. Hang on, let's just change this so we don't get too much blur. Yeah, look, I've got little butterflies flying around. You can see a bit closer all of these little things that get added in when you add a door, etc. So all the little additions that it just automatically adds for you. It's so cool. You can see the houses that we built up close. Oh yeah, I was going to say little sheeps. Pet the sheep. If you have ponds, you've got ducks. You can play around with the fish. It's so cute. I love it. Yeah, so many like nice little touches you can do. And like I said, I've only just sort of hit the surface. I'm learning. I've done a fairly basic thing here. But yeah, I'm quite proud of my first build. I like it. It looks quite good. So actually, this is my actual house here. So this is my house here. There's my front door. That's actually a window. I should have made that one of those big windows. Nice little pumpkin. Side door into utility. Out through to like the patio. Patio doors I couldn't really do, so I've just done big windows like that. Got like a garden office. That is exactly where I am right now. I'm sitting in there recording this video. Then you got the garden, got a shed up the end there. So yeah, it's so nice. Anyway, that's enough of the tour and showing you what the game is. So we'll move on to show you a time lapse at the end of the video of my full build. So I'll say thanks for watching, and please do give us a like and subscribe and enjoy the time lapse.
you